Okay, hello everybody. What's up? This is The Outsider, episode 4. Amazing show. I can't wait to get down. Let's get started. Watching it, but before we do that, oh, I've screwed that up. Let's start. I can't wait to watch the next episode. But first, let's get let me do a recap. Okay. Let's see. So Holly is looking into what happened with the father a month ago or so when they were on vacation. And what's interesting, she found out is that the police had actually come to see him like a month ago, around the same time that his Alzheimer's or whatever started to act up. Now she thought it was because of where Terry was located. She thought it was because the police were looking into Terry's case because the last time he was there. That was just a coincidence because they didn't even know Terry was dead. She would have known. The receptionist would have known that if that had been what they were looking into. Since she didn't know that, it couldn't be that. Which means they were looking into something else that involved the father. Sure enough, there was another case. Looks like, from what I gather at the end of the episode, looks like another murder had happened in the same place. I mean, another child disappearance, and then child death. So 2 kids had happened in that area, and that guy with the glasses was the culprit, and then he gets arrested, and now he's about to be killed in jail. Sound familiar? Sound a lot like Terry. And it just so happened that the father is involved in both of them. She didn't say that, but I'm assuming that's what it is. I think the way the episodes work, at the end of every episode, they show you something that without telling you the context. And you gotta figure it out, theorize into the next episode where they will explain at the very beginning, just like the barn. So in this episode, it was that. It was the website she was looking at, or the news site she was looking at. We don't have any context. We'll get it in the next episode for sure. But I'm pretty sure that's what it is. It can't be anything else, right? So this has happened before. And the dad is once again connected to it. I was thinking, wouldn't it be convenient that if the dad... Well, it's awfully convenient. The dad happens to have Alzheimer's, so they can't interview him. He's unable to be a witness. Wouldn't it be wouldn't it be amazing if... That's kind of coincidence. Wouldn't it be amazing if someone could manufacture Alzheimer's, weaponize it? That would be one hell of a way to get rid of witnesses. Because killing somebody would spark suspicion, but if you can wipe somebody out with Alzheimer's, they're not a threat anymore. Very interesting. Either way, they gotta get in to see the dad somehow, or something, because Terry got cut there. The nurse, and then the father. All this stuff's connected somehow. It has something to do with dad. We don't know what has something to do with dad. Yeah. Okay. I think that's about it. Let's find out what happens next. Oof. This show is really, really good. By the way, it's very good. I think everything HBO does becomes my favorite show of the moment, of that time period. This is now might be my favorite thing to watch this year so far.
You need to call that detective. Something very bad is going to happen.
Tell me more.
You tell me more about those eggs.
Let me show you back here.
All the way.
That's not the receptionist, right?
His name was Heath Hofstetter. Worked at the Landon Senior Center where Terry Maitland's father lived.
Whoa! Man, she's ready to go.
Get your hands away from your face. Rubbing just makes it worse.
She's grumpy, real grumpy.
Tell me what you want to know about Heath.
You were working with him? What was Heath like on the day he came into work?
Strange. You know, number one, if I had a week off from that place, you wouldn't be able to find me with a heat-seeking drone.
Are you out of your mind? And he said?
And that was strange part 2. Because Heath is normally a chatty Cathy.
It's the same exact situation. Oh my gosh, there it is. I knew it. He was it. That was it.
I heard that after Heath's arrest, the police were interested in talking to Mr. Maitland. Do you know why?
You would have to ask them.
I realized that becoming a homeschool tutor would be a lot more personally rewarding.
3 years teaching math?
And language arts.
Can you solve that for me?
So people are faking a damn story. Oh, she had a recorder in there.
Rash on your face in here.
Excuse me?
Even the score?
Are you threatening her?
Howard!
Old man, you step back. Get the fuck off me.
Man, you got a big mouth on you, know that. You're gonna walk out of here. You're gonna pay your tab. You even glance back at her. I'll tear you apart.
All right,
Yeah, no fucking rights. Okay, that lawyer guy is really cool, man. I like him. I really like him. I really liked him already, but he's not doing it just for the money.
And that would have been March 6th, the day after the Williams sisters were found dead.
Okay. Talk later.
Listen, I was just talking to Holly Gibney, and
I need to take a look at the footage of Terry Maitland from the day of the murder. When?
No way.
We have.
She got me in?
Have a staff meeting in 5 minutes. Yeah, no problem. Thanks. Play it again.
I wanted to ask you a few questions about Heath Hofstetter.
Yeah, I remember.
The last time you saw Heath, do you remember?
That your husband gave you a sharp smack. It wasn't him, you know. You know. Well, he did fool all of you, didn't he?
Play the strip club again one more time, but slow it down.
Ooh, slow it down. What is that?
Does that look like he's being scratched to you?
What? So that's why the bartender was so weird. He's passing it on. Junk out into the woods? What? He's just collecting it.
So, okay. So when the state investigators found out that Hofstetter had been back to work...
Oh, he was all over the bodies. Saliva, blood, skin cells. And then came the kicker.
Makes a mom proud, huh?
You wouldn't believe the fallout in those two families. Those poor Williams sisters. Their grandfather had a fatal stroke that same day. Their mother tried to poison herself a few days after.
Oh my God.
When Terry Maitland came in here, all covered up in blood, he scratched you on your wrist.
You did? I already told you everything I know.
Okay.
No problem. Some other time.
Whoa.
Maybe you got something from the first guy.
Can't catch murder.
But if it was a virus, you'd have to ask yourself, how did the first guy catch it?
It's called the telephone. Sorry, sometimes my brain skips a step. I just wanted to ask, did Heath take any trips this last year?
Are you gonna tell me what this is about?
I need to go to New York City.
Holly?
I need to go to New York City.
Just need 36 hours.
what do you hope to find there?
Her. Hofstetter's dead. Maitland's dead. Maria is alive.
What? She's alive?
Rikers Island.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right.
If you don't make it to my baby party,
I will be there. Guaranteed.
It's done. We have a kid just walked in and says he needs to talk to you. Give me Howie's address. I'll make sure he gets
It's the
there.
kid who stole the van.
You're some kind of investigator from Michigan that I got. My lawyer said you know something about me and that boy I never touched, never met, never saw a day in my life before I hurt a child.
Just don't scratch me.
So were 1,000 other people.
He said he met a girl.
Looks kind of like him. He kept trying to get me to go out with him. You know, like the kind of guy that keeps going at it. Next morning, I changed my mind, blew him off.
You didn't even feel it.
I didn't kill anybody. I am in this place because for some reason God wants me here. It's not for me or anybody else to know his will, but as long as I keep him close.
When I first got here, these women around here tried to get at me. But I grew up with 5 brothers, 3 uncles, and 1 father. And none of them was angels, so these bitches learn real quick to leave me be. You know about what happened to my uncle and my father?
You're family with Maria Canales?
Oh, shit.
I'm the grandfather of the little boy she killed.
I knew it.
If what happened to me happened to him, then you are right. He didn't do it.
Do you have any idea who did?
Let's go. Let's wrap it up.
You know, don't you?
What?
You can't help me.
You gonna say the devil? She's gonna give us some. Oh, wow.
I came here because I lied to you the last time we talked. And I didn't tell you about the man who took it. I was too scared to tell you.
You could try to draw him. How's that?
Doesn't matter. I heard what she was trying to tell you, and I thought maybe you needed some help to understand it.
Jambi, my great-grandmother was from...
The old country. I was told El Cuco would come. All the old cultures have the bad habit of turning truth into fairy tales. If you misbehave, it'll take you away and eat you. What we should tell them is, it doesn't matter either way. It takes what it wants. It can look like a person if it needs to be, but it's not. I heard her say that her father and uncle were killed. Was this before or after the child was murdered?
A few weeks after she was arrested.
Because it is also known as el glotón para dolor, the grief eater. It likes to linger because it craves the pain of the ones left behind.
I'm not a good drawer.
Oh, shit. Jeez. You're gonna lean back with that load on your head? Oh, man. What are you doing? I was hoping for one last scene. One more scene. Okay, we're definitely dealing with supernatural stuff now. So, they have, I mean, we're going straight into, this episode is heavily suggesting we're dealing with some kind of a monster alien life force or a legend, myth, some kind of angel, death, devil thing. El Coco or El Cupo or something like that. Oh, so we are getting into monsters. Now that's Stephen King. You know, I'm gonna actually read this book after this series is done. It's so good. Oh. Into the next episode, guys. I think I'm just gonna leave it there. I gotta sit on that for a bit. I'll talk about it next episode. Can't wait for the next one. I hope we get more stuff like this. It's just too good. Are we gonna get a season 2 of this? Probably not, right? Because it's one book. It's too good. It's too good. It's such good stuff, man. Well, we got some great shows this year. Witcher and this and stuff. Well, I mean, this is a great show to start the year off with. Damn. Everybody's so good in it. See you guys.